Right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game.
Even though the president has been tweeting about Pakistan and Iran today, that North Korea will continue to be an enormous foreign policy challenge for the president going into this new year.
Yes, that's right. The United States faces many challenges around the world, but the Trump administration, H.R. McMaster, National Security Advisor in particular, have consistently argued that the North Korea...
Oh, did the Jags get this? Yes, Jags football. Opening kickoff of the game. I can't believe we saw that. I guess, Charles, that's something, as a coach, you go and premeditated, right? Maybe you saw something on film?
Phenomenal job, and what a beginning to this game. What else do you think we have in store for us today?
Excited to find out. Just getting the party started here with a recovered onside kick. They run the counter now on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Which can become a reality if the military solution plan is implemented.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They're watching, just like you watch them. They watch you. We've got 300 Marines up here. We could go from 300 to 3,000 overnight. We could raise the bar.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They'll run it now with Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Cousins. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. First down line at the 34 here on third down.
Training and fighting alongside the separatists. The Russian deputy foreign minister
On third down, Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage looked defensively.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it.
Authorities have stated that Turkey and Russia on Friday signed an accord for Moscow to supply Ankara with S-400 surface-to-air missile batteries, finalizing a...
And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to float this one deep. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it first and 10.
Chinese ships illegally selling oil to North Korean boats some 30 times since October. Satellite images released by the
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up first and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Their big-bodied receiver from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4.
are any earthly
And he'll
threat
take
that
it
will
back to about the 19-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like in the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Cousins now on second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Dante Fowler in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Egypt has been under a state of emergency since April when suicide bombing started.
Let's take it at around the 40. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Flushed out right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and...
5 centimeters, causing the island to shrink significantly. Scientists argue that climate change is also provoking more frequent and stronger hurricanes, flooding, and at the same time, prolonged periods of drought inland. The climate experts...
They say faith can move mountains. Well, in the case of the ancient Egyptians, it was their faith that made them move one mountain to build another. To do that, they invented not tools, but clever techniques and methods. I flew to Egypt, looking for remnants of their ancient past, to uncover something new about the ancient legacy. Following the legendary Nile was like stepping back in time, entering an ancient maze of mystery that has led us to the tangible examples of the ancients' knowledge and insights. The earliest Egyptians lived in a world without science, in a world full of mysteries with few explanations. Their legacy began 7,000 years ago, when they sought
Welcome to Like It Is. In an earlier program that we ran as a special three-part series entitled...
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started.
We do feel, nonetheless, that we should air as much as possible of that interview because of the gravity of the information it contains. This edition of Like It Is will be devoted solely to that end.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Also known as Ed Riggs, also known as Bill Perry.
This is taken
also
at the
known
3.
as Othello. He worked for the FBI
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Organizations during the 1960s. Ours is the only full-face on-camera interview that he has conducted thus far. Now, we interviewed him on 2 separate occasions. So, for purposes of continuity, we've edited this piece, going from one interview to another according to subject areas. We began with his account of how he was recruited.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
I was a student.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Jags are going to have a first down.
Told me,
from the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run. So now a little soul searching on 4th down.
I got busted. Possession of stolen property. Seems that someone had broken into Sacramento.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Well,
they'll try and sneak it here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
And this is a spot where you have your offense stay out there to get those few inches. It's too long for a field goal. It's not worth punting. So this is the right decision as far as I'm concerned, and they wind up picking up the first down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Which I was given 3 years summary probation for. Let me clarify this.
Now this time he'll look to throw.
All you have to do
and
is
he rifles one incomplete.
Every month, and you say, well, I've been a good boy this month. Why? You know. I got an offer for a scholarship at Los Angeles
10
City
yards
College.
still left on second down.
And I started going to Los Angeles City College and UCLA.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain, they would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away.
I didn't have any problems that I knew of. It's Oh, yes, you remember the possession of stolen. I said, yeah, well, that's summary probation, man. I just write a letter.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
It's a felony probation for 3 years, which means you have to report in every week. To bring it down to a nutshell, what happened? What happened was that...
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
It was felony probation now, and if when you jump
There's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Sacramento first. They told me a warrant was out for my arrest.
2nd down, Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
The only way they could have known that is from my psychological profile when I went into military
touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 58 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
Or he can say, well, this man...
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They get a feeling of...
That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When they become interested in a person or a group of people, they try to find out as much as they possibly can, psychologically and academically and social-wise. Who do they run with? Do they go to certain nightclubs? Does this one have a sex hang-up? Is the man impudent? You know, anything that can be used later on.
How long was this indoctrination process?
It lasts anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. What is the most sophisticated equipment that you use as far as eavesdropping is concerned?
The video setup, and also I work with the new, I think it's called parabolic reflectors for sound pickup. Very interesting piece of equipment.
How is that used?
Okay, it reminds you of a disc. Have you ever seen those radioscopes?
Yeah.
You know how they're a disc and then there is a
cone behind it.
Cone in the center, right?
Yeah.
Okay, these parabolic reflectors were just like that, except a smaller version, and you would point it in the direction of where you wanted to pick up the sound from.
And how far away can it pick up sound?
Oh, I think it was, anywhere from, the ones I use from 200 to 500 yards.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Distinct?
Distinct, very distinct. You could be in a building, like say we're here right now, okay? Okay, not the next building, but the building behind. Let's say it's a little bit taller. Okay, I could point that parabolic reflector from there to this window, and I could pick up. That's how good it was.
Through the window?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the window didn't have to be open. The window didn't have to be open at all.
how does one go about tailing a person? Describe that. Is there a particular art? You say you have to be taught that.
Well, there is a particular art to it, but okay. Let me state. Number one, the easiest way is to get close to the person so you can run with him. That's the best. Okay. The second best way is the thing I've called trial and error observation. You would go and you would follow this guy, let's say, from a distance of anywhere from a half block to a block, as long as you can keep him in sight. And then you find out certain locales or certain places that this man goes to every day. Now, if you can get a set pattern of places that this man goes to every day, you got him down. You got him down. That's what they needed to know.
So after a couple of weeks, you were ready to go to work.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play.
Probably much more so sophisticated for the simple reason that they're probably more severe on them as far as rating is concerned. Simply because of all the disclosures.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I think they're being very, very careful.
Fielded about a yard deep.
I think their hooks in. I think they're making sure that it is tight, airtight.
In your experience, did you ever see the FBI try to sway newspaper or media news?
Oh, hey, let me run this down to you. LA Times, man. I went over there and picked up press passes from certain people over there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
It's a gain of 4 there that gives them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
And he's got room. And the cutback to the sideline.
Hey, Jim, your paper's covered.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 51 yards. Big run on the opening drive, and they better watch out for this guy or it's going to be a long game.
Back when I played in our scouting reports getting ready for games, we put stars next to the guys that we thought were the key players on the other side. There should have been 3 or 4 stars next to that guy's name.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now Brady. He'll dump it off to Procise. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He finds some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, fast.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
Our large concentration of minorities.
They'll come out in the pistol. They run the counter now on first down. Oh, nice move. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one.
Now the ball comes loose, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Close to that man, or that group, or whatever, and have him do the legwork.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Looking to throw. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He's going to take another shot here. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together.
And this will be caught at the 30. And a huge play that time. 47 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And that'll make a third down.
And he's made a name for himself.
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. They'll come out in the pistol. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13.
To deal with it. What do you base your conjecture?
Here's Brady to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to try and go deep again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Paul Krause. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
It's a gain of 20 that time. And that enables them to also pick up the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
I suspect they do it.
Brady now on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Brady to throw again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Money's not spent, always sent back.
Again, it's Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Brady now to throw. The wideout Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance and they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
What groups did you infiltrate in New York?
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grabbed the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's got time in the pocket. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by David Amerson. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Out of the gun now on third down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20, 10. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep.
Why would the Bureau be interested in...
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, it's like this. SLA, I'm sorry.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Jones on the return. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Pratt was in Oakland, okay? Elmer Pratt was under 24 hours.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Over the middle to Beckham. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop right around the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Because now people are starting to make waves.
And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense.
After the man's been in there 9 years. And, oh, by the way, four years that was in solitary.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the all-time interception king, Paul Krause. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Were there ties to the Bureau involved in this murder?
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
That he might have been really a informant, but it was very low caliber. But what happened?
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
And the transfers with Jimmy Carr.
A 2nd down carry for Procise. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
An extra defensive back in the game here on 3rd and goal. Now Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the legend, Ray Nitschke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They go back to the air here after the INT. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Jags a 1st down. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using?
And then he took him up the hill. What I thought he was going to do, like beat the guy up severely, break a leg, arm, whatever, mess his head up a little chase, and then leave him out there. The next thing I know, me and Mosier, the white guy, we're standing by the Jeep, and we hear
3 shots go off. And then car comes down the hill. And he says, hey, you guys got to help me get rid of the body. And I'm thinking, oh, he killed him. That's, but the thing was also, I was saying, play it like it is. Don't act like you're going to panic or anything, So we went back up the hill. The white boy was greatly agitated. I mean, he's scared
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded about a yard deep.
As the excitement continues to swirl after that return, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about keeping that excitement going. Already in scoring position, I've got to take some shots at the end zone right now.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
3rd and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Green with a catch left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Virgil Green, 28 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. And I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
The first carry for C.J. Procise. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Brady going to throw. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Now this time, Brady will throw. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Braxton Miller, 64 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Edwards in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Wait, 20.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Wait, 20.
On first down, Procise. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage. Usually an 8-man front, that's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
20.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now fourth down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a little fortunate.